is Behind the Badge. This is a continuation of my interviews of law enforcement officers in Burlington City. So I'm going to have to go back to some other interviews and change the wording because he wanted it to be clear. It's behind the badge. So here we're looking at just a little bit of the personal lives of some of our law enforcement officers. You know, humans tend to fear what they don't know. That's why we're very afraid of change very often, because it's something we don't know. Some of us embrace change. Some of us embrace what we don't know, but there are many people who have difficulty with that. So because of that, we wanted to offer something like this, or the chief of police wanted to offer this so that we can be consistent with our idea of community policing. So you won't fear those that are right in the community that you're dealing with all the time, because you know a little bit about who they are as people, right? And that's a mutual thing. So we practice community policing here, as I've said in prior videos, and it's been very successful here. So let me see who's joined us so far. Sarah Noor from Pakistan. I can always depend on Sarah to support me. I love you. Thank you so much, Sarah. And I appreciate you saying that I look beautiful. Hopefully I'll make sense, because, you know, it's supposed to be more than just me looking beautiful, but I thank you. Let me just send her a quick note. And I'm going to look around right now for our officer Duga. I know he's somewhere in the vicinity, and we are going to take a look into his personal life. Oh, you know, I love that. Okay, Officer Duga. So can I call you just Duga?
Yeah, you can call me that.
Oh my God, honey. I love the deep, rich voice. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't know if you had much of a choice. Did your chief tell you you had to talk to me? How did he
No,
do it? No.
no, he called me and asked me if I wanted to do it. I said, yeah, willingly.
Oh, okay. So he didn't threaten you or anything.
No, never.
Okay, good. So Duga, you know, I always love to know where people are from, what part of the country, what part of the world, because that just sort of brings more into my interview. So where are you from?
I'm originally born from New York, but moved to New Jersey. Parents are Haitian, so I am
Okay,
Haitian.
your parents are Haitian. Okay, but you were born in the United States.
Yeah, born in the United States.
Okay, all right, but you still want to say you're Haitian because you think that sounds cooler, or what? What?
That's what I am.
All right, okay, excuse me, let me just stay in my lane, honey. All right, so now you say that you were living in New York and you came to Jersey. Now, for some people, making that move from New York to Jersey would have been considered a step down. Like, some New Yorkers are pretty snobby out there.
Oh, no,
what did you feel about it? Nothing like that, right?
I didn't even get to experience New York that much. I was just born there, and my parents moved right away to New Jersey with my
okay. Yeah. Okay, so you can't say you're a New Yorker then, right?
No, not all the way, but I love to think it.
Yeah, right. Hey, and you're close enough to go whenever you want, right?
Yeah, I have tons of family up there, so I always go up there.
Oh, okay, excellent. Now, you mentioned something about your parents being from Haiti. Does that mean that you learned a little bit of French or Creole along the way?
We mostly speak Creole in my household, so
still?
I know a little bit of Creole. Yeah, still. That's what they speak now. When I'm home, or when they call me, I'm speaking Creole.
Oh, okay. I'm impressed. I know how to say parlez-vous français. I know how to say that. I know how to say oui and ciao. Ooh, I don't know. And merci beaucoup. And now I've exhausted everything. I have nothing more to say in French. Okay. All right. So Haitians are known for their excellent cuisine. So first I want to know if you know how to cook. The ladies actually. Okay, I need ladies, stop posting all these comments. I believe this man is spoken for. Okay, let's find out if he can cook, because you may still choose to pursue. Okay, can you cook?
I'm not no chef in the kitchen, but I can do what I do to stay alive.
Okay, okay. Are you being modest? Are you being modest right now?
Just a little, just a little.
Just a little bit. Oh, I love a modest man. Okay, so tell me one dish that you love to cook, that you love to serve to anyone that comes by to visit.
Oh man, I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not big on cooking when people are around. I just leave that up to my mom.
Oh, you keep it to yourself. You cook and then you eat it, right?
I don't want people to come at my cooking, and now I'll be like, oh, I'm done.
I'm done. No criticism here. What's your favorite Creole dish or Haitian dish?
Favorite Creole dish. I want to say right now, I'm trying to lay off of it because it's pork, but it's griot. It's called griot, fried pork and brown rice. We call that jus collet. So that's one of my favorite meals.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't even eat pork, but the way you said it sounded really good. Oh, wow. Okay, so if you like to eat, I'm wondering if also like you like to work out. How do you burn off these calories from this rich cuisine?
Gym. Try to stay in the gym. I mean, COVID hasn't been helping a lot. With the gyms closed, or they're keeping a certain percentage in there, but I try to stay healthy and stay in the gym.
Okay, all right.
Not, I just watch what I eat.
Have you gained weight? I mean, you really don't have to answer this question. Not really, but of course we would like for you to.
Oh, I'm not
Have you gained weight during the pandemic?
I gained a little COVID weight.
Did you? Did you gain the COVID 10 or 15 or what? Do you want to say?
Probably the COVID 10.
The COVID 10? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. This COVID hit me hard.
Yeah, you and some other folks. So you're in the Burlington City Police Force. You're on the force there. How long have you been a police officer?
So I was with them part-time for 5 years as a reserve, and 1 year full-time.
Oh, okay. All right. So not too many years. Yeah. Did you always know that you wanted to go into law enforcement? What was your path?
I actually did not know I wanted to go into law enforcement. I chose when I got out of high school, I went for a computer engineer.
Okay.
Had a semester of that, and I was like, this is not for me. And then a family's friend, he's a retired state trooper. He told me about law enforcement, and ever since then, I've just been hooked. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he say about law enforcement that would hook you?
He sat me down, because he's a Haitian male himself too.
Oh, okay.
So I just talked to him about school and how I don't know what path I want to take. And him being a law enforcement, he said maybe you should try being a cop or a state trooper and all that. So looked into it, started taking classes, changed my major, and ever since then this is my passion right here.
Right. Okay. So it's your passion, and why? Like, what about it is special for you that draws you in?
I never was one, but I wanna actually say Fine made me a community policing person. Like just being involved with the community. Just talking to the community and just seeing how much different personalities there is in this field. You run into so many personalities that you just would never believe.
Oh, yeah. I imagine it can be very interesting. I want everybody that's watching to know that they are free to send you questions, and I'll pick and choose what questions I'll choose to ask you. So when you say that you like the community aspect of it, being around people, helping people in the community, can you think of any one incident one event, anything that happened or that you experienced that you think you'll never forget, or maybe it changed your life, or it just gave you a different perspective.
I say with my squad now, I have a guy that's with me named Lance Nice. We were
Hmm.
in charge to give out food to the community, and just giving
Okay.
out the food and seeing the happiness in people's eyes. Like, I didn't know where I was gonna eat, and just seeing how like
Um,
happy and surprised they were. Like, we just pulled up to them in our police cars, and we're like, "Are you hungry?" And just you'll be so surprised how people are like, "Yeah, like I didn't know what I was gonna eat today."
oh,
And that's just
wow.
feeding
Uh-huh.
them. Yeah, it was a great experience. I'm not gonna lie. Just
Uh-huh.
ever
Uh-huh.
since then, I just always thought about that.
Uh-huh. Have you done this before?
I haven't.
Was
I
that one
mean,
incident?
so there's always a stationary spot that people can come pick up food, but just driving around in the community,
Oh,
just pulling up to different families and
uh-huh.
kids playing, and everybody's outside, and you just roll up to them and just be like, "Listen, like we have food, a bunch of food. Are you hungry?" And mom is like, "Yeah, can I like how much can I get?" And
Uh-huh.
we're just like, "How many kids you want to feed? Like we got so much right now." So
Wow, that is
yeah.
so great. Yeah. Yeah, I would think that that would be extremely heartwarming and inspiring to do that, to be able to
Hmm.
do that, you know.
Hmm.
Oftentimes when we think about the work of law enforcement officers, we think about, sort of the emergencies, just from watching
Hmm.
TV shows, the drunk
Hmm.
drivers, those sorts of things. But the police also provide services like that as well in many
Hmm.
communities.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so
Definitely,
it's a
definitely.
wide range of experiences, right? Okay, so let's go back to your personal life. I want to know, if you travel or not. I love to travel. So, are you a traveler? Do you enjoy going to the islands, for example?
So I'm not a big traveler right now. I was going to
Hmm.
do it this year, but of course, COVID. I wanted to definitely. I had a chance to go back to Haiti, but I was in the
Yes.
academy at the time, so I couldn't go.
Uh-huh.
So I
Oh.
said after the academy I could go, but COVID
Uh-huh.
hit so hard that you can't go nowhere really. But
Yeah.
I have, traveled down the East Coast, up the East Coast, but I
Uh-huh.
need to
Yes.
expand my
Yes.
traveling a lot.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're a young man. You've got plenty of time. So, going along the East Coast, any particular place you recommend people go to?
Um, if you want to stay warm, Florida. I always go to Florida.
Okay. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Florida is where all my family is. So a bunch of my
Uh-huh.
family, Miami,
Okay.
Florida.
Okay. Yeah, Florida is pretty nice. The Gulf side, which part does your
Miami.
family live in? Miami. Okay. It's
Hmm.
a little it's toasty there in the
Right,
summer.
right, right. It
Yeah.
can get real humid, really humid. I'm not gonna lie, it can get really, really
Uh-huh.
humid.
Uh-huh.
But I
Yeah, but
mean, I
it's
still love it down
nice.
there.
Yeah, uh-huh. Do you ever check out the party scene? Miami's known for its clubs and music and all of that.
I mean,
Do you do
I
that?
definitely drove by there a couple of times, but it gets a little too crowded for me.
That's not
I'm
your style.
no, the cramped area is not my style. I like, just
Uh-huh.
family, just backyard thing, and we're just all laughing and playing
Oh.
games.
Oh, I love that. You're a family guy too. That's so
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if some women start reaching out to you at the police department. You cook a little bit, now you love family. Okay. I don't know. So you mentioned family and playing games. What games do you all play, and are you a sore loser?
Games that we play. I want to say the number one game that we always come out to play is Uno, Uno or card games.
Uno.
And yeah,
Okay.
and I'm a little bit of a sore loser, but I don't want to say a big sore loser. I I mean,
Are there
if I
degrees of
lose,
being a sore loser? Are there degrees? Okay, so tell me how you act when you lose. How do you act?
I
What
mean,
happens?
if I lose, I want to keep on playing the game until I get a win. Until I
Okay,
get a win, and nobody's going to bed until I win.
okay. All right, I'll make a note of that. Okay, so you're telling me you're very competitive.
Yeah, very, very competitive.
Very competitive. Okay, that's all right. Um, well, I'm sure your family knows that before they sit down to play a game with you. So everybody's watching you. Do you cheat sometimes a little bit? You
Oh,
can tell
never.
me. I won't tell anybody. Honest.
Never, never, never,
No, never cheat.
never.
Okay.
You know, my cousins might cheat a little, but I still
Oh,
catch
of
them.
course. Yeah, of course. Your cousins might cheat a little bit. All right. Before we sign off, I'm going to ask you what if you were to talking to some younger people, some kids in school, just trying to encourage them to think about a career in law enforcement, what would you say to them to encourage them to think about law enforcement in a positive way and as a great career path? What advice would you give them? What guidance?
I definitely tell them to come for law enforcement. Just by it's not all just catch the bad guy. It's
Yeah,
definitely a community thing, helping people, like I just told you earlier.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, it's definitely a job that keeps on giving. It's
Uh-huh.
nonstop things you can just do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, anything you want to do, there's always something in law enforcement to do, from canine to SWAT to being a community person
Uh-huh.
to just being anything. There's so much
Uh-huh.
in law enforcement. You just gotta find
Okay.
your itch.
Yeah, right. Okay. So it's very diverse in the opportunities, which
Hmm.
is really great. Something for every personality type. That's
Hmm.
good. So you have no regrets, I gather.
None whatsoever.
Good, good. I know your chief is going to be happy to watch this video and hear you say that. But Duga, I so appreciate you, and we thank you for dropping by and giving us a little bit of insight on who you are.
Thank you, thank you,
All right.
thank you for
So
having
you,
me.
yes, absolutely. And I'll make sure I never play any games with you.
I'll be nice with you.
Oh, you be nice to me. Oh, okay. All right. You take it easy. You have a good night. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Bye bye. Wow. That was Woodley Duga, a young officer in our city. So I'm glad he took a little time to chat with us. Again, our purpose is to just show the community that there are all kinds of great, interesting people on the police force. And it's an attempt as well to maybe give a different perspective. We see officers in their uniforms and think of them only as law enforcement. And really, they're people just like you and me. And some of them maybe don't play by the rules. And those are the ones we're trying to weed out. But the majority are people just like Duga, who is just enjoying his work, and his goal is to really serve the community and not harm the community. So until next time, thank you for joining me.